All right, so next we will move on to our migrations and models. So we'll start off with our models first. Create our first model file, and that will be our user. Okay, so import Fluent, import Vapor, and WebAuthn. Okay, and then we'll make this a final class of user, and we'll conform this to a model and content. And the model is so that it represents data stored in tables or collections, and then for content, it allows the class to encode and decode codable structs to and from HTTP messages. Okay, and then we will name our table for our users called users. Okay, and then I'll just copy and paste the properties needed from my notes just to make it a little faster, and I'll describe them to you guys. All right, so first we have our ID, our username, password, timestamp of when it was created, and then we have an array of WebAuthn credential. So in the meantime, right now this is going to give us an error until we create our WebAuthn credential model. And the reason why it's an array is because WebAuthn users can have credentials on multiple devices, such as your phone, laptop, or a security key, something like that. Okay, and then we will have an empty initializer, and then initialize the properties here. And then next, we will also add an extension for our user, and we will add our WebAuthn user variable, and I'll describe this later after I finish this. All right, so over here we have our, actually, not this one, model session authenticatable. Okay, so right here we have a variable on our extension of our user, and we added the WebAuthn user with the type of public key credential user entity. So this will be later on used when we make our routes and create our users through WebAuthn. And this, for our extension on our user, we conform it to a model session authenticatable, and that is Vapor's way of identifying a user through the session that it's currently on, and I will describe that later on as well. Okay, all right, so next we will move on to our WebAuthn credential model.